Start recording.
I think I might be live. I don't know. At this point, I've tried to go live 3 times today, guys. So I'm just gonna kind of do my thing and hope for the best.
Finder. Messages. 498 new items.
We were supposed to start at 11:30. We've had an on and off drama with me being blind and trying to produce a stream. So we shall see.
OBS 2 suggested corrections. OBS. Finder. Pages. Google Chrome. You are currently on a group inside of web. Now in live streaming. YouTube. Now in live streaming. Now in free for profit. Plug type beat cat mute keyboard 57% volume. 47% volume. 37%. 32% volume. Mute keyboard. Next keyboard. Play keyboard. Messages for OBS. Finder. Pages. Pages. Body. End of. What kind of weapons does this game really give me access to? Thought Alexander as he looked around. Actions available. Untitled 30 pages. Window chooser menu. 10 items. Window from pages. Untitled 30 pages. Current. Window from pages. Window untitled 25. Window from pages. Untitled 25. Window from Untitled 40. Window Untitled 20. Window Untitled 28 page. Untitled 20. Window Untitled 30 page. Untitled 30. In comment from Yanni Grillo. Just annotation light yellow highlight. Document. Layout area. Vertical document. In page 5. Page 6. Page 6. In page body. Alexander as he looked around. Body. Page 6 of 6. In center footer. At left foot. Body. In edit text. End of text. End of text. Period. What kind of weapons does this game really give me access to? Thought Alexander as he looked around. Action period. Around. Space. I. T. It. Didn't. T. Take. Him. B. U. T. But. A. O. L. I. T. R. What solitary. C. Scan. O. T. E. The. R. O. U. T. G. Surrounding. C. R. O. W. D. Crowd. T. O. 2. T. R. T. Star. T. O. 2. B. E. B. B. E. Able. T. O. 2. P. C. Pig. O. U. T. Out. A. His. P. R. T. Y. Party. E. B. R. Members. Space. Members. A. Space. Comma. Members. Period. Space. N. O. T. Not. B. E. E. Because. O. H. E. The. B. E. E. B. Space. The. Q. U. K. What quickly. G. G. Gaining. P. O. P. U. T. What popularity. Space. W. A. T. E. Y. S. K. Masks. T. E. What they. R. E. War. Comma. Speed. U. T. Bud. B. E. C. E. Because. O. T. E. The. S. Inclusion. O. T. E. The. P. E. Pure. T. E. White. T. B. A. R. D. Tabards. T. E. What they. E. Seem. O. 2. B. E. B. W. R. G. Wearing. W. Well. Space. Well. Period. New tab. T. E. The. O. What only. E. X. C. L. U. N. Exclusion. T. O. 2. T. E. R. There. P. R. T. What party? Space. Y. Y. Party. Page 6. The only exclusion to their party. Space. Party. N. O. T. Not. W. R. N. G. Wearing. Space. Wearing. T. E. R. E. There. Q. U. K. Walk quickly. U. T. A. Cultish. W. T. E. White. Page 6. The only exclusion to their party not wearing their quickly cultish white. C space quickly. Q space there. Page 6. The only exclusion to their party not wearing their. There. Page 6. The only exclusion to their party not wearing their. P-E-D, beloved, E-A-R, near. P-E, pure, U-T-A, cultish, A-T-E-Y. U-N-I-O-R, uniform, uniform, was, M-S, G-O-O-D, good, space. Good, period. Space, W-O-Who, S-O-A-W, period, D, good, H-O-Who, W-H-B-A-D, depended. A W-T-E-Y. K mask H that A she O O K D look H at T R H E what strangely H at R at T first space first comma first period new line new tab. P-U-T put, T-it, O-on, D-N, Y-O-U-U. A-E share. T-A-E the, G-G-R-O space, aggro space, S-D-O-N dot T-T-R-N-O-D space, comma. Aggro, period, horizontal ellipsis. Page 6. Put it on and you share the aggro. Space. D-O-N dot T don't. Space. Don't. Period. Horizontal ellipsis. New line. Tab. New line. Ellipsis. Don't. D. N. Period. Page 6. Put it on and you share the aggro. Don't. N. New line tab. A-E-T-C-A-E-D watched. A-E the. Space the.
Anybody else like hummus? I'm a huge hummus fan. I got these bagel chips to eat with the hummus. I haven't gone and gotten the hummus.
Page 6. He watched the. Space the. Woman. O-N-T-E-P-A-T-E. Contemplate. E-R-T-E-R. Further. Further. T-I-N-G. Lifting. Lift. It. O-2. E-R. Her. A-C-E. Face. O-2. I-N-P-E-C-T. Inspect. E-R. T-E-R. Further. Space. Further. O-R. 4. A-N-Y-N-E. N-O-T. S-I-P. Notsib. Notibot. Space. Any. N-O-T-I-C-A-B-E-E. Noticeable. Notice-E. Clues. Or. V-I-B-E. Visible. T-R-P. Traps. Space. Traps. Comma. Space. Comma. Traps. Sets. P-U-H. Pulling. It. A-W-A. From E-R. E. Herself. As E R R E glare D E E P E D deepen continue deepen period. Speech off +1 new harmony in +1 8 1 2.
Hello. Hey. Ruler. Yep. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. 3 for what? 3 for 15. Wow. Okay. You think it's even cheaper over there? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. We'll keep shopping. Yeah, just go. Go ahead, my bad. Okay. Okay. That'll work. Oh, no, no, no. I was pretty much just saying the same thing you were saying. And when you're done, if you want, you can just take the deposit to Liberty. Okay. Oh, how much is the total there? Yeah. Oh, National. Just let me know how much you think it'll be so I can put it on there for you. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Call limit button. 2:57 p.m. He watched the woman contemplate further, lifting it to her face to inspect further for any noticeable glues or visible traps, pulling it away from herself as her glare further. He watched the new line. He, what the would comfort lit it to her face to, ins further, for, further, page 6, REATRUF, space, inspect. P, simple, mask. Y. Closely. 4. He watched the woman contemplate further, lifting it to her face to inspect the simple mask closely for any noticeable glues or visible traps, pulling it away from herself as her glare deepened. Y. Deepened. End of text. Period. New tab. W. U D N T wooden. T that B U N fun comments U N running. U N D around dot A with U U A T at O U R C E T R center comma center space E P R Y A N N I A T Y Y N E everyone B V N G believing U U T O 2 B E B O U R R P R O T E C T E D protected E A D E R leader. Period. Horizontal ellipsis. Space. I-D-E-R wonder. W-U-O-W-A-O W-D wood D-I-E die R-S first A skirmish B-O-E bro O-U-T out continue question mark.
Hello? Okay, hold on. Let me, yeah.
App switcher. Phone. Active. Gmail. Active. Messages. Active. Messenger. Active. Audio. Active. YouTube. Active. Wallet. Active. ONB mobile. Active. Swipe up with 3. ONB mobile. Alert. Session timeout. Session timeout. Okay. Button. Okay. Login. Button. Login. Button. Face ID. Button. Alert. FDIC. Face ID authenticated. Please wait. Colon. Free business checking. Free business checking. Account number 1816. Available balance $$0. Current balance $124.98. ONB everyday checking. Account number 9083. Available balance $$410. Current balance $200. Basic savings. Cards. Tab.
Yeah, I left the wallet in the van. I just realized.
Pay and transfer. Tab. 3 of 5.
Yeah.
Selected. Pay and transfer.
I got you. It'll be back on there by the time you're back.
transfers transfer to internal transfers transfer selected from. Oh. Basic savings account number star 3381 balance $1,275. From basic savings account number 2. Cancel button. Basic OMB everyday checking. Free business checking. Account basic savings. Account number. Free business checking. Account number. OMB everyday checking. Free business checking. Account number. OMB everyday checking. Account number. Star 902. 2. Heading. Free business checking. Account number. Star 1816. Back 2. Free business checking. Amount. Amount. 0. 7. 7. 2. 3. 1. Amount. 2. Amount. $0. Toolbar. Amount. 0. 2. Free business checking. Account amount. $0. Toolbar. Done. 2. Free business amount. Toolbar. Done. Amount. $0. Toolbar. 1. 1. 1. 5. 8. 0. 0. Basic savings. Account number. Star 3381. Balance. $1,275. FD from basic savings. 2. Free business check. Cancel. Button. Free business checking. Account number. Star 1816. Accounts. Heading. Free business checking. Account number. Star 1816. Balance. Selected. Transfer. Button. FDIC insured. Backed by the full faith and credit of you. FDIC insured. Backed by the full faith and credit.
You said what?
FDIC insured. FDIC insured. Backed by the full faith and credit. Basic FDIC insured. Backed by the full faith and credit. Basic savings. Cancel. Button. OMB everyday checking. Account number. Star 9083. Balance. Amount. $1. Memo. Dinner. Rent. Transfer. Button. Transfer. Alert. One-time transfers. Confirm. Button.
Gotcha.
Please wait. Alert tab bar. Accounts. Tab. 1 of 5.
Yeah, it's on there for you, boss.
Issues. Tab. 1 of 5.
Yep.
Select accounts. Tab. 1 of 5. Increase system volume. Everyone believing you to be our protected leader. I wonder who would die first if a skirmish broke out? Question mark out. Question mark. New tab. Y-E-T. Yet, comma. Was and not T man to be B period space A the woman somehow C T hone.
Said, can't see you.
The woman somehow seemed to hone. Space hone. In on am him comma space comma him semi space
Excuse me.
A E X D E R Alexander O R G E T T G forgetting his T hide space hide period space S A G T R E D stared him D O N down comma O D D G nodding what seemingly O E more O to E R herself than A and what anyone else D P A C E placed the K mask U P O N upon A E R her A C E face period period face period. She stared him down, nodding seemingly more to herself than anyone else, and placed the mask upon her face. New tab. I guess. Wasn't man to be space. B period. New tab. T-A-E, what they, G-H-A-R-E-D-D, gathered, G-A-D-N, E-X-A-D-E-R, Alexander, G-A-P-E, gave. Continuity camera, call on Tijani's iPhone, incoming
Hello?
call from +1812 781 0795, group, to open the notifications menu, press Control, Option, N.
Hold on a second. Let me make sure I finish.
It's on the 8
Oh, hold on. I know what happened. That is wild. So sorry.
No, you got it. I'm ready. I'm saying for the money she gets it
It is there now, dude. I missed a 0 on the on the last transfer. Yeah. Sorry.
Accounts, tab, 1 of 5. Collapse external account section. Basic savings. Account number 2979. Available balance star. 0 messages. 23 items. Basic savings. Account number 2979. Basic savings. Account number. OMB everyday checking. Free business checking. Settings. Button. Messages. 23 items. Messages. Settings. Button. Free business checking. Account number 1816. Available balance star. $108.90. Current balance.
Yes.
Alright.
All right, bye.
OMB everyday check. Basic savings. OMB everyday checking. Account number 9083. Available balance star. $300. Current balance. $200.
Math right there. Music too loud? Anybody even in here? Anybody want to comment? Anybody want to talk?
Page 6. They gathered and Alexander gave. Space. Gave. A-C-U-S-O-N-A-R. What customary G-R-U-N-T Grun. Space. Grunt A-A-T that. M-A-D-E made B-R-I-T-T-E. What Britney N-S-K-R Snicker A-D-N. M-A-M's. G-O-O-D good. G-O-O-D good. S-U-K-E-E chuckle space chuckle period new tab left double watts O-U-N-E name H-I-N again space again right D-A D-I-A space D said E-D-E-R Alexander A with A-P-O-N-T point N-T the A-T-T-R at ladders D-R-E-C-T-O at direction space direction comma space O-N at what only O-2 D-D-T-E at then D-R-O-P drop A-I at his A-D hand D-I-N-I-S P-E at what dismissively A-D and O-O-K look D-R-D toward D-A-R-R-E at Darren space Darren period new tab left D-E-A-A-E-O O-E-N-T doesn't A-T-T-R matter space matter comma space space, comma, matter, space, page 6, doesn't matter. Comma, matters, yours, code name, from, C, henceforth, is, princess, Diana, space. A, Diana, period. Right double quotation, new tab. Slide, gasp, was, heard, from, newly, nickname, reporter, space, reporter, period, space, period, Alexander, chuckling, as, her, name, changed, the, party, N, Windows, N, corn, space, N, corner, his, vision, space, vision, period. New line tab, left double quotation, assume, space. Page 6, I assume you all caught her up, P, comma, right, Alexander, space, Alexander, period. New line tab. Page 6, tab. New, I assume you all caught her up, asked Alexander. New tab, end of page 6, tab. Left double, really, space, really, speak, but, comma, right, space, started. S, said, Darren. Trying, two. Relay, that. There. Was lot that should share space share period share space share period space mattr matters that w could potentially even key her alive longer while she shadowed them space them period potent could that match share pay matters imp them period new line tab left double god good comma space
KitKat said, "What is your inspiration? The story you are currently writing."
I loved the anime Sword Art Online. It's a main character where he gets trapped in a virtual reality video game until that game is beaten. Um, and he is just exceedingly high in will and perseverance. It's just it's a great series. One of probably the best stories I've come across, just because of how it was presented. High impact, loved it. And now being blind, I'm not gonna lie, I know people are really intimidated by a lot of advancements in science and things like that, but being able to maybe one day again play World of Warcraft as a blind person, but potentially maybe even able to see what's going on in the game again because of some sort of interface, some sort of system interface that allows for us to maybe even play games as blind people and regain the access to sight. It is a trend in actually a lot of the lit RPG, literary RPGs that I like to listen to as a writer. I love the genre. I'm trying to expand outside the genre. I'm kind of intimidated because I don't really even feel like I truly grasped writing within the genre. So to be able to say that I'm trying to venture out is kind of wild, but I think with a little bit more time, I'm going to get a method to tell a story in this genre in a way that's not 8 billion pages of numbers and still get you that level up excitement. But yeah, the inspiration for this story is virtual reality, a love for the mages, and also a love for the unexpected. So normally the trope is if you're a mage or a caster or a wizard or whatever it is, you can't also be a aggro, a tank, a defender, a frontliner, a vanguard. So Spell Tank is a character that defies both of those trends, with a very deep backstory at the creation of time at its back. So if you're interested in those types of things, just check us out. We put out 3 chapters for free on Facebook for Epistemic Library LLC. Check us out. I'm going to try to get some other really good authors to produce some more content really soon. And we also are trying to help one more writer. I don't know that we've heard back from him since the last time we spoke, but we're gonna continue to do our thing, guys. Maybe try and write some movies and some TV shows. Do a lot of different stuff.
Page 6, good. Page 6, good. Comma. Space. Pad. Space pad. TO2. GET get. Into the. Ops magic SCAO school UT without HBOTCED notice space D noticed comma noticed comma space
Okay.
Page 6. Good. I have to get into the magic school without being noticed. Space. Comma. Noticed. Comma. Space. Replace. Random student define teacher before the cities cities invasion can't you truly begin space. Good. I have to get into the magic school without being noticed. Replace a random student and find a teacher all before the city's invasion can truly begin. Begin, comma. Right said Alexander summoning space summoning his shield from his inventory and turning on his heal space heal period period heal period space sprinted off space off so did others space others period period others period period others period period others period new tab left double E we way t what right space yell the reporter it's confusion space Page 7. Wait, what? Yelled the reporter in confusion. Confusion. Space. Confusion. Space. Alexander. Chuckled. Running. Space. Running. Comma. Space. Comma. Running. Period. Space. Period. Running. Period. New tab. Unlike. Others. Mission. Was. For. More. Significant. Than. Anyone. Else's. Space. Else's. Period. New tab. You say much. What they. Wanted to learn. You could be. Gained. Easily. Through. Practice. Or be by. Infiltrated. Enemy. Army. Interacting with training trainers space trainers period space increase rewards from being Todd, B, Y, N, E, E, N, what enemy, what any, D, kind, H, long, B, E, bin, known, O2, B, E, B. Real, game, space, element, space, bud, never, one, that, players, believed, built, two, feasible, path, with, how, interacting, with, natives, had, been, what previously, space, previously, period, new line, tab, had, taken, space, taken, finding, slightly, torturing, space, torturing, warfare, master, the, space, the, space, the, slightly, elderly, man. It had taken both finding and slightly torturing the warfare master of the slightly elderly man. Man, what enemy, what army. Space. Army, elderly, slightly, army. Page slightly, page 7, slightly. The, slightly, elder, man. Page 7, end of space. Man. Seemed. Durable. Patent. Died. During. Waterboarding. Space. G. Waterboarding. Space. Waterboarding. Period. New tab. Double A. Y. Go. Through. All. This. To. Learn. About. Interior. What city? That. What they. What already. Pad. Access. To. Space. Two, comes, one, might, k, ask, period, space, age, however, space, however, it, however it, page 7, however it, why go through all of this to learn about the interior of a city that they already had access to, one might ask, however it. R. E. V. V. R. However. R. D. C. U. L. U. Ridiculous. There. C. N. Space. X. N. O. T. C. Space. There. R-E-H-T, space, ridiculous, over, the, top, there, actions, from, space, might, from, outside, However ridiculous and over the top their actions might look from an outside perspective. E. Perspective, comma. Space, even. Some. The. Game. Developers. Space. Developers. Watching. His. Stream. Struggle. To. Believe. How. Information space. Information. Period. New tab. His best bed add space add gaining access elements magic wanted was storm mastery mastery space space was in the skill storm master comma mastery the ability storm magic magic comma spell comma space storm manipulation space manipulation one any which could one of any of which could give wanted space wanted comma space comma wanted speed none outside.
Ugh. Oh, sorry, dude.
One of any of which could give him what he wanted, but none outside. Space, outside. Magic, school. Center, Imperial. Wood. Have. Professional with knowledge base him space one of any of which could give him what he wanted, but none outside the magic school at the center of Imperial would even have a professional with the knowledge base to teach him period. One of any of which could give him what he wanted, but none outside the magic school at the center of Imperial would even have a professional with the knowledge base to teach him not the with even would sent the one of any of which could give him what he wanted, but none outside the magic school at the center of Imperial would even have a professional with the knowledge base to teach him period. Comma him peer space alone pass on desired effect space effects S C S U Y success space six new tab. U A through. A R there D O Z E dozens O U N S U C E U L L unsuccessful R D raids O N E the M enemy camps they also learned what many things space things that W were helpful space helpful comma space B U T but N O T not D T Y immediately at O so period space R E more in N U N T N B intangible U T R E future that W D would O O two O T space O E cut O to P A S pass if E what they space they G E D managed O to B U D build T U what truly P E R U powerful E S classes T without S Y T E system R A M E R frameworks space frameworks period frame sit without classes pay without with the D A O F of system frameworks end of text period new tab S O so D A Y was A E P B O U T about O 2 K D A P kidnap G magic A O O L L school S T U D E N T student space student comma speed C A E because as T R A V E E R traveler R E E V A R T T R A V E E R traveler space traveler comma space T A the A O O L L school W D would N E V E R never D N T admit A him space him period space double A what Y D D did E he A V E have U C K sus K S U S E V A X E X D I D space Y A W space period him period new tab W A Y Y W A Y A his T I E time space time speed I T space S I H space was A W space Y W A was A his O T E D allowed D E W L A space his L L O T T E D allotted time O so R C E stars space stars comma stars
Said,
quest space
Watching you write while blind is real amazing. Is it okay if we, the chat, ask you random questions while you are working?
Of course you can ask as many questions as you want.
Page 7. Why was his allotted time so sparse? Space. Question sparse. Space. T that what do you do O 2 E the A U N D E D hundreds O P A Y E R player A V A T E R R E T A V V A A T A R S avatars R I D I G rating T the C I T what space city period. Why was his allotted time so sparse? That was due to the hundreds of player avatars raiding the city. A period city period space Space period city new tab moment what city space city page 7 the moment the city became object siege siege comma siege period page 7 the moment the city became the object of a siege period siege was same moment that every powerful native in the c was at cities at limits notified to the moment the city became the object of a siege was the exact same page 7 the moment the city became the object of a siege was the exact same moment that every powerful native in the city's limits was notified to space 2 invasion home space home period space which cause teachers same magic school trying to page 7 which caused all the teachers of the very same magic school he was trying to space 2 infiltrate space infiltrate comments 2 drop watch everything and run 2 the at cities at boundaries against invaders space invaders period new line tab as far as other battleground options when comma imperial was most well space cat options space options comma
KitKat
space
said, do you start your ideas and stories with the character, a plot, or a specific world?
I've been trying to build my own universe, so the world is pretty set. Not the rules of that world, because I do like a lot of like time and dimensionalism kind of stuff where rules change depending on location. I normally start with a plot because the plot to me can give a story everything you need. You never run out of motivation to write if you know the true depths of your plot or the characters built from that plot, because sometimes I feel like writers disassociate a character from what caused that character to be that way as well. And I don't know. I'm trying to be a lot more present in writing. A lot more willing to write the in-betweens of the scenes that aren't exciting to me, but could be exciting to a reader, and then making them even more exciting to the point that when I hear them, I'm like, ooh. Yes.
As far as other battleground options went, Imperial was the most well-kept of the options. Space, comma. Options, comma, D, N, F, U, U, S, space, D. D, N. Space, N, B, F, O, E, before. E, H, being. S, O, N, Q, U, I, E, R, E, D, conquered. B, W, I, P, A, R, T, S, U, F, 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 W, space, particularly, T, O, H, strong, R, A, T, H, rating, T, E, F, F, team, space. Teams, comma, space. Dot, O, without, A, D, O, U, beat, down, U, D, would. O, N, E, E, continue, O, R, O, P, prove, O, 2, E, B, A, F, his, B, E, F, T, best, O, T, O, F, options, S, option, period. New line, tab.
KitKat said, how do you get inside your characters' heads to make them feel real to me, the reader?
Character archetypes. Like, some people are very good at like writing shy or writing brave or writing a mixture of in between. A lot of the time what I'm doing now is I'm actually connecting my characters to people that I've actually met so that they have this life to them, and trying to bring out as much of those character traits as to connecting them to what we as readers like and what we as people like to experience. Like, we like to experience people overcoming a challenge, people learning something that they didn't expect to learn, or even learning something that they didn't believe they could learn. That's a hot one for me, especially. That's my big button. Characters are, for me, you know, they say the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, the characters are the windows to the type of people that the author maybe wants to be around, sees themselves around, is around. All these, it could be so many different things. The reality of people, the more you write as a writer, will bleed into the people that you make up in your head, because you're going to be inspired by something. So those people end up being people you know. And rather than just like struggling to figure out what a character would do, when I have a story and I'm like, man, this is that person, I took them, I made them this character, right? I can now go then and call that friend, family member, associate, whatever, and be like, hey, if you were in this, if you were being robbed, right, and you had a pair of nunchucks and a boomerang, what would you do? You know, that may not actually ever be something I write, but if I needed to go then and push the story forward, I have an immediate inspiration that's outside of myself, which is always great to have. And I also have what I like, my relationship with that person, that almost tells me like, man, I know my friend would literally just throw the boomerang first, right in the person's face and then just go to town with these nunchucks. I know this person, and that could drive your story forward. So characters are the greatest tool in any story as far as I'm concerned. People would say the setting, but you could be at Walt Disney World and be talking about Where's Waldo as a person. Like, he's trying to hide, he's not trying to interact, he's not a fun character other than once you found him, you feel rewarded, you know? Like, there's an opportunity that comes with a strong character. You can almost put them anywhere, may it be exciting or not, and it becomes an exciting situation. And that is what I'm trying to capture. Because that's an acquired skill as a writer, is being able to make people love someone. It's almost... I'm forming a relationship with my readers. What they expect of me is, I'm hoping good quality storytelling, but I struggle right now. I'm doing it right now. I'm actually struggling right now because I should be using my character more to tell the story rather than info dumping. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do an exercise in that right now. We're going to go straight into character progression. I'm ready.
End of page 8, tab. End of page 8, tab. New page 7. Doubt would continue to prove to be his best option. Page 8. New line body. The options. And before being conquered by particularly strong rating teams. Without a doubt. Page tab. End of text. Tab. Tab. New line. New line. Tab. S-O. So. Project. Project. B-U-I-D build. T-E-the-S-O-R-F storm. E-G-A-N began space. Began period. Period. Space A-K-D-A-P-P-P-P-A-D-O-K space A. Space N. A-B. B-A. A-B-D-U-C-T-O-N abduction space. Abduction period. New line tab. Left double W A O who A R E R Y O U U right space Y E E D L T A E the at U D E N T student space student Y E L I N G yelling at O N from T E R there D O R N A T O R E S dormitories C L O N E T closet space. Closet, period. New tab. Left double quotation. J-U-S. Juice. Just. A. G-U-Y. Guy. Double A-O. Who. I-is-R-E-A-A. What really? T-A-A. Tall. Tall. A-D-N. T-didn't. A-V-E. Had. A-N-O-P-O-N. Option. B-U-T. But. O-2-T-R-G-E-T. Target. W-O-U-U. U. S-O-E-O-N-E. Someone. E. Q-U-A-A. Equally. A-as. T-A-L tall, comma, space, right, space, D said, E-D-E-R Alexander, space. Alexander, space, Alexander, O-N, T-N-U-E-G, space, continuing, T-O-2-P-U-T, put, O-N, T-E, the, Imperial, space. Imperial. N-G-C magic. S-A-O-O-L. S schools. U-N-I-F-O-N. Uniform. Space. M. M. Uniform. I-N-A-A-U-S. Rush. Space. Just a guy who is really tall, and didn't have an option but to target you, someone equally as tall, said Alexander, continuing to put on the Imperial Magic School's uniform in a rush. H. Rush, period, space. T not double E A H wearing a mask D M T didn't A T T R matter space matter dot A with A his D S U E disguise space disguise at A the D D odds O T R other T R A V E E R travelers rights travelers seeing H him small space small comma space D N T the N A T V E S natives D had O no D E idea W O who E he W S was period. Not wearing a mask didn't matter with his disguise, as the odds of other travelers seeing him was small, and the natives had no idea who he was, period. Was, period. New tab. Left C O N E come. C O C. Left double quotation mark. Left double you. Are your not going to kill me what space me you space you question mark right double quotation mark right new tab Alexander.
Can't see you now.
Decrease system volume. Alexander. Space Alexander T-N T-Didn't E-P-E-N even T-R try T-S-O-P stop A-hit C-A-P-T-P cat A-O-N from yelling space yelling period. New line tab left double quotation mark left double quotation oh no commas J-U-S choose space F-U-J J-U-S T just N-E-E-D need O-N-E someone O-2 take me on A as space A-T-U-D-E-N student space student comma space if manage that space that comma space T A E N then none T A at this will T T R matter comma I B B B B able T O 2 E com B X K T O 2 H A O O L space school A R E here T A learn E V E R V E R misspell R E V E V N E A W A E N E V E R whenever T I K E like space like comma I'm N O T not E V E N even G going O to G A G gag Y O U space U comma J U S T just if Y O U D N T don't N D mine G V E give N E me K E like T W N T Y 20 N U T E S minutes T O 2 G E get T O 2 O T E R t'other S S R E A T O T space 2 T A E the O A E R other D E S O F P E campus P E A E please space please, right, set, D, set, E, D, R, Alexander, space. R, Alexander, speed, use, H, buckling, E, the. M, B, H, combat. B, O, T, foods. O, H, E, the. U, N, I, O, N, uniforms. M, I, T, R, H, C, militaristic. D, R, E, dress. No, I just need someone to take up the uniform's militaristic dress. No, I just need someone to take me on as a student. If I manage that, then none of this will matter. I'll be able to come back to school here and learn whenever I'd like. I'm not even going to gag you. Just if you don't mind, give me like 20 minutes to get to the other side of campus, please, said Alexander, buckling the combat boots of the uniform's militaristic dress. Space. Dress. As, R, far, UP, up, as, A, E, P, O, U, D. Could. Dot A with A R there A L walk slightly O 2 touch A tight T fit period to like none of this would know I footer got in at none of this will ma I be a to come back to here and learn when I lie I not go to get you it you don't mind actions of it mind no I just need someone to take me on as a student if I manage that then none of this will matter I'll be able to come back to school here and learn whenever I'd like I'm not even going to gag you, just if you don't mind. Give me like 20 minutes to get to the other side of campus, please, said Alexander, buckling the combat boots of the uniform's militaristic dress as far up as he'd fit. End of text. Period. Fit. Period. New line. Tab. Left double left your not some T R T terrorist B about 2 B double blow U P up. S C A O F school E R Y O U U space U question right double quotation mark new line tab A L E D E R Alexander A O O catch A D head space head period new tab left A R E R Y O U O T E H listening O 2 E me space me comma space I'm A E R E here O 2 E learn space learn Russ D A E D R Alexander space Alexander comma space A E D H heading R D toward T E D O M dorms T C entrance space entrance comma O T not E V N even B T G bothering O 2 E close T E the E T closet D O R door on T E the O U G H P E E P H G U O U J E D space rough U P up Y O U J U space youth period new tab left double quote double a wish Y O U W E were space were comma right space U T T E D mutter T E the H U D E H student as A L E N E R misspelled Alexander R E N E space as A E D E R Alexander T E P P E D step E E free O E D O R dorm space dorm comma D N beach beget O U N run space run period space A E he E new E the E L smell O E smoke in E the air P R O B B probably N wasn't H O O D good H A sigh spade sign space sign speed U T but if A E T C O U F D could J U S T just G E T get space Get. He knew the smell of smoke in the air probably wasn't a good sign, but if he could just get. Page 8. He knew the smell of smoke in the air probably wasn't a good sign, but if he could just get. F. 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 Space. Get. O. To. The. O. O. M. Classroom. Space. Classrooms. N. D. N. Space. N. M. Dash. M. Dash. New tab. Left double quotation W A E R E where A R E R Y O U U A O H going space. Page 8. Where are you all going? G. G. Going right. E. D. Ask. E. X. D. R. Alexand. Space. Alexand. Con. O. G. G. T. E. Answer. As. T. E. At. U. D. E. T. Students. D. N. T. E. X. A. R. S. Teachers. Key alike. B. G. Began. O. 2. B. R. A. Brush. P. A. Pass. A. Him. O. On. T. A. R. There. E. X. T. S. Exits. Space. Exits. Period. New line tab. Left double quotation mark. D. D. N. T. Didn't. W. O. U. E. A. R. Here. W. U. U. D. O. T. Idiot. Idiot. Comma. Space. W. R. War. Is. U. P. O. N. Upon. U. Us. Space. S. S. N. N. Us. Right. D. Said. O. N. E. 1. O. N. T. E. The. Many. S. T. U. D. E. T. S. Students. Space. Students. D. N. E. D. R. Alexander. G. A. E. D. Side. Space. Side. Period. New tab. H. E. He. T. Sat. D. O. Down. Space. Down. Comma. Space. A. O. N. E. At. Honestly. E. A. T. E. D. Exhausted. Space. Exhausted. Period. Space. A. E. He. D. He. P. R. T. E. D. Sprinted. P. R. A. C. T. C. Practically. A. C. R. O. Across. T. E. The. E. N. Lang. G. Lang. Long. A. Lang. O. T. E. The. T. City. T. E. Itself. Space. Itself. Comma. D. N. N. O. T. Not. O. T. E. The. R. S. First. T. E. Time. Space. He'd sprinted practically across the length of the city itself, and not for the first time. Time. Period. Space. T. O. 2. N. C. E. Once. N. O. E. More. B. E. B. T. O. O. 2. T. E. Late. Space. Late. Period. Period. Late. New tab. A. E. He. A. T. Sad. N. H. A. The. D. A. R. D. A. R. K. Dark. O. A. The. O. O. N. Room. A. D. A. U. K. E. D. Solve. Space. Solve. Period. Space. A. E. He. Space. He. K. E. W. A. E. He. A. Was. L. E. Close. Cons. B. U. T. Bud. So. U. N. She couldn't. G. E. T. Get. T what E E D E D needed O 2 B E B T W E K E tweeted D E T E E W W E K E D tweet O 2 O T space tweet in a his P plan either what mentally or what physically for him T O 2 C U T D O down T the time it okay took him O 2 GET get starting P point T O 2 his U current goal space goal period new line page 9 new tab left double quotation mark left double quotation I am S U P R E D surprised T O 2 E E C anyone still in class space class dot a with it going on outside space outside right a d said a v c e voice space voice from d e p deeper dot a within a the classroom space classroom period space a e d e r Alexander f t d lifted a his G A Z E gaze O 2 E E C A N N O D O N man sitting U P R I T upright space upright S T G A T straight B X K E D back D N Continuity camera. Call on Tijani's iPhone. Incoming call from +1812 485 2121. Group. To open the notifications menu, press Control Option N. Alexander lifted his gaze to see an old man sitting upright. Straight back Dan. Space. Anne. Space and T-A-R G staring D-O down space down slash slan and down here new tab A B T T sad A T add T the A N cabin cats B A C space the A chain O R G E large S D E desks T T the C T R center T the O room E D shared B T the T X A R teachers space teachers comma teachers E T O M A O W somehow T E the N man's P E C E presence D A E N D E D demanded all E the A C E space comma space as if y any e more B E D E beside a him so you D could O T not T O U C A touch A his A G N U D E magnitude O T without D I N I A E T space diminishment period new line tab left double quotation mark left double yeah comma space I L O K look W U G young B U T bud P E I D E dot A E the B A T T E battle T A G thing already, comma, not saying that, pad, what ma, fill, what, anything, any, speed, but, without, expanding, what ma, d, knowledge. First, comma, rushing, into, battle, again, again, is, what simply, asking, for, death, space, death, comma, space, double, no, stop, learning, learning, stop, living, what, age, what, they, what, say, right, space. Right, period. New line, tab. Left double quotation mark. Is that what you are your true. D child. Learning space learning comma space. Thought what you were to kill me comma the old man space man period new tab left what really space real what space age y cos cap and ch s here comma space became search teacher elemental magics space. Really, why? I'm just sitting here. I came in search of a teacher of elemental magics. Magics, comma. Space. What only? For the. School. To practically. You teach down on at what my first what day s class right d said Alexander what artfully surprised that the man what and speaking to him period. Period. Him space C-U-R-N-G misspelled G-N-R-U-C C-U-R-S-N-G cursing A-M-M himself when he R-E-N-E-B-E-R-E-D misspelled D-E-R-E-B-E-N-E-R space he R-E-N-E-M-B-E-R-E-D remembered that he was space was go to experience G space life D differently gain that reputations were what actually factor game for him period new tab left comma space C comma is there why any reason why you where the uniform what my disciple space disciple not one you are your own space. Own question mark. Right double quotation mark. Right double quotation mark. New line tab. A-L-E-D-E-R Alexander. W-D Wood A-V-E-T-R-E-D tried T-O-2 P-L-A what play situation ignorance speed instead look down space down wondering W what A-D had G-V-E given A him A away space away period space Alexander would have tried to play off the situation with ignorance, but instead looked down, wondering what had given him away. Space period. Away period. Space noting. T-E-the-A-R. Space. The T-Y-L-I-C-E-D stylize. Name. Space. Intricacy. Space. Intricacy. Y-C-A-C-I-R-T-N-I space name I-N-C Incorporated R Inker R-C-N N-T-R-I-C-A what misspelled intricately space Y-L-L-A-C E-Y, intricately. S-W-E-T-A-C-I-R-T-N-I-I-N-T-R-I-C-A-T-E-L-Y space. S-W-E-T-A-C-I-R-T-N-I space. Name. N-T-R-I-C-A-T-E-L-Y intricately. Noting the stylized name intricately. T-I-T-H-S-A-E, stitch. A-T-A-E base O-A-T-A-E the S-I-L-E-N silken C-A-P-E-K D-R-A-P-I-N-G draping I-T-A-E itself D-O-down O-N-E-1-F-D-E side O-A-I-hit X back space back period new line tab left double quotation mark and up now H that I-A-O-U-D-H-A-P-E have D-E-F-I-N-T-A-A-E misspelled Y-L-E-T-N-I-F-E-D-D-E-F-I-N-A-T-E-F what definitely O-T-C-E-D noticed prior to O-2 and O-dub now R-A-D said E-A-D-E-R Alexander period space E-the O-L-D O-N mans A-U-J laugh A-D-E made A-I-N him A-U-G-A laugh laugh comma space A-D-N A-E-A-D-E-R Alexander E-D-Y O-2 A-E-D-O window space window period new line tab left double quotation mark O-R-R what sorry O-R-4-I-T-R-U-D-H intruding O-N-R-Your class space class comma space I-J-U-S just W-N-T-1-T-O-2-E-A-R learn T-A-N-G things O-R-A what normally O-T not T U-G-H Todd T-O-2-M what K-N-D kind comma S-A-D-N E-E-F field I-N-A what may A-V-E pad A-I-T hit A-B-I-T bid O-A-A-L wall A-I-A which is A-Y I-N-M A-E-R-E here I-N-N what my D-E-S P-E-R-H-O-N desperation space Desperate. Right double quote. New tab. Left double quotation mark. Left double I S E E C comma. Right set the man space man comma space O N T I N con U G space T to G R A D E grade P O O E P backslash P P E R papers U N B O A R E D unbothered B what A E the V I O E S C E violence Alexander WTCAED watch G ensuring in GNIRUSNI space watch G ensuring GNIRUSNE space watched N in ensue space G misspelled ensuing GNIE ensuing outside I see, said the man, continuing to grade P backslash papers unbothered by the violence Alexander watched ensuing outside, space, outside, period, out and what the paper grade 2, continuing, man, the, said, see, I, left up, said the man, to grade, P backslash, P, 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 A, P, A, P, E, R R E P A P P E R S S R P Papa P P P E P A P P A P E R S space page 9 I see, said the man, continuing to grade papers unbothered by the violence Alexander watched ensuing outside. Outside. Period. Space then thought, comma. Space L O K I G G looking B A C K back the man he ALYCED analyze the oddity space oddity period new line tab left double quotation mark left double A here O-D-O-N man comps arn Y-O-U-U go to A-E-L-P hell T-A-E the T what city U-R-V-E survive this space this comma S left space D said E-X-D-E-R Alexander G-E-T-R-G gesturing T-O-R-D toward A-B-R-G burning E-T said W-R R-A-W D-E-R towers in T-E the O-P-P-O-H opposite O-U-R-T-Y-R-D courtyard O-T-E the G-C Mag O-O C-O-O-L misspelled right O-O-C-H-S S-A-O-O-L-S schools S-A-P-U campus space campus period new line tab left double quote H-M comma right double quotation mark space D said the man space man comma space his S-O-F scoff E more E chuckle then H clearing T throw space throw peer new page tab left double quotation mark N O no C-A-I-L-D child space D-I-A-C space no space no comma space T-A-E-Y the D-They'd P-R-E-E-R prefer T-E-R-E there B-E-B-A-A C-I-T what city E-F-T left comma space and what my T-O-U-C-A touch is E-C-E-F-F-R what necessary W-A-E-N when A-T-T-E-R-F matters S-T-R-A what stray from B Y O D beyond T the E M realm T the S T A R S stars space stars comma span O T not E V E E span even A E the E M P O R E R E D empowered D E R E double P M E space the E E P G sleeping O E 1 B E E T A beneath O U R R K I G D O kingdom W D wood H 1 E me T O 2 N T R E R E interfere W A with U A such N V A invasion space invasion right double new line tab A D E R Alexander fell his mouth G O go G space mouth O P E open N A S T O N E T astonishment space astonishment A as M U L T P E multiple T G things E became P A R E T apparent T O 2 A him A C E once period new tab T first comma space W A S was T that T the map E O E of A him W was N C R E D R B incredibly P E R U L powerful comma or A liar U N C O U N T R E space uncountable Q U A N T T quantity E measure space first was that the man before him was incredibly powerful or a liar of uncountable quantity and measure period space D second comma space what T that this T E R A C T O N interaction N T wasn't normal space normal comma space D N A O U N shouldn't B B T E taken lightly space lightly peer space E while what E the final D E T detail O P O R T C E important was comma new line tab left W U K O W no T H E the O N E 1 T A T that is B E E H A beneath M P E R L imperial question mark right double quotation mark right double quotation mark body page 1 of 10 edit text footer group body in edit beginning of text beginning of text chapter 13 interplanetary selected chapter 13 interplanetary copy to hide or show selection unselected insertion at end of word
Echo, what time is it?
It's 4:34 p.m.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Ooh. I'm gonna warm up my coffee, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I had a cup of coffee that was left for me earlier this morning, and I never actually drank that bad boy, so just not getting to it.
Switch on. 4:39 p.m. Status bar item. Swipe down with 3 fingers to. Apps phone. Active. Gmail. Phone. Gmail. Messages. Messenger. Audio. YouTube. Wallet. Chrome. Music. Mail. Notes. App. Safari. Camera. App Store. Google. App. DoorDash. Health. Facebook. Cash App. Settings. App. Discord. Instagram. Twitch. Retail. Swipe up with 3. Retail. Progress percentage. 0%. Get drinks. Button. Get more. Tab. Selected. More. Tab. More. Heading. Solid ground snacks. More. Heading. Reports. Button. Reports. Reports. Heading. Sales. Button. Sales. Sales. 100 average sale returns. Discounts across sale. More. September previous. 12 8. Sales total collect card. Cash. Fees. Net total. $694.86.
It's not that good. My snack bar. Oh, I actually am so excited to tell my fiance this when she gets home. But my snack bar, we are going to be serving chili dogs from here on out. And what a customer came in today and said that we should sell, which we're now going to offer, is a walking taco. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome to my snack bar, get you something real nice. Yeah. Welcome to my, yeah. Welcome to my, yeah. Welcome to my snack bar, get you something real nice. Yeah. 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 Seriously, we're gonna, yeah. So the walking taco is like super easy to set up. I got a meal prep lady that comes in for about 4 hours a day and does like all of our lunchtime stuff. So we're gonna start having her dice up some extra tomatoes, and I don't know if we're gonna shred up the lettuce we already buy, or if we're gonna actually get shredded lettuce. It could be more of an expense, or it could be a time saver. I don't know. Just because, you know, open up a bag of Fritos, drop in the chili, drop in the lettuce, drop in tomato, drop in cheese. Because we do have a cheese warmer that literally just came in today. That I'm super excited for, because we can also sell nachos now. Just gonna keep working on stuff. I want one of those the pizza warming pretzel holder things, but my snack bar is just too small, man. I got a small little room. It's in a great building activity, great customer base, beautiful people to interact with. It's just the only space we can afford and utilize in there is just small. But I mean, it's still a great spot. So we're gonna maximize what we can to the best of our ability. So just drop some.
Body, page 1 of 10. Edit text. Insertion at end of word. New tab. Actions available. Handle. He ballot new line. New auto can create. Body edit text. Untitled 31 window. Actions available. Format text quickly by voiceover jumping to the formatter. You are currently on a text area inside of a page. To hide headers and footers, jump to page format and bookmark. Press Control, Option, Command, Space first to bring up the action menu. Google Chrome, free for profit. Plug X plug and type beat Tokyo. 0 minute replay. 0 Yukon Meta bookmarks. Toolbar new tab tool in back. Loading. Free for profit. Plug X plug and type back. Description. Press loading. Free for profit. Cute emotional plug and type beat bootcamp. YouTube. You are currently on a button inside of a toolbar item palette. To click this button, press Ctrl. Now in address insert y augu.com 2.com. You are currently on a banner inside of web content. Banner guide button group visited link YouTube Premium Home skip navigation button search list box pop up expanded confirm 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 free for profit search. You are currently on a combo box. Type text or to display a list of confirm free for profit upbeat list box confirm free for profit space guide button group banner. You are currently on a visited link skip navigation button all shorts videos unwatched watch recently lived all search field tooltip. You heading level 3 link Nafi link playlist group. You heading level at Nafi underscore mute heading level 1 Nafi at Nafi 1.47k subscribers. More about this channel. Description. More. Subscribe to Nafi. Home. Selected. Videos. Playlist. Search. Button. Playlist. Videos. Tab. Full. Minimize. Close. Minute. Full. Nafi. YouTube. Audio playing Google Chrome. Tigany. Group. Now in live streaming YouTube studio address and search y.aug2.com on YouTube web guide but visited link skip navigate search list box search button search with your voice button search list box pop confirm 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 free for profit list box pop up confirm free confirm b search. You are guide button group banner. You are currently on a button group. To click this button, press Control visited link YouTube Premium Home skip navigation all selected shorts videos unwatched watch recent lived all search filter tooltip. You group heading level 3 action menu 16k views bullet 1 link go to channel 6 group act heading free in tooltip. Search filter live tab recently upload watched unwatched video shorts all main end of net downloads you tab YouTube music subscriptions tab shorts you down end of main live all search fill tooltip. You group heading level 3 action menu 16k views bullet 1 day ago link prod peril purchase free tooltip new and one more item group and one more heading level 3 level 2 link free indie pop plus indie rock type beat she's so lovely 2 minutes 59 seconds. You are currently on friend group. Tool per link 6 group. Act heading free. In search field lip. Recently watched. Tab. Unwatched. Videos. Tab shorts. All. Selected. Main. End of. Now downloads. You. Tab. YouTube. Subscribe short. Home. Navigate. End of. Ban. Account. Tooltip. Notificate. Create. Button. Tooltip. Notificate. Home. Shorts. Subscription. YouTube. Mute. You. Tab. Group. Downloads. All. Shorts. Videos. Tab. Unwatched. Tab. Watched. Tab. Recently uploaded. Live. Tab. Group. Search filters. Button. Group. Live. Recently uploaded. Selected. Live. All. And 6 more items. Action menu. Link. Go to channel. Action level 2. Link. Free. Indie pop plus rock type beat mirrors 2 minutes. 43 seconds. You complimentary. YouTube video player. Group. You are currently on a group.
Yeah.
Increase system volume. Pages.
Okay. I did some stuff with Spell Tank. I should probably get to a little bit of arson on stream even is good.
Google Chrome. Pages. Untitled 31. Window. Body. Edit text. Actions available. Now in. Untitled 30 pages. Window. Body. Header. Group. Body. In edit tag. Chapter. Actions available. Format. New line. Y. Selected. Chapter 13. Interplanetary. New line. New Y. Y. A. Net. Body. L. P. R. E. T. N. I. U. N. A. E. D. Unfinished. B. U. N. E. S. Business. Selected. Chapter copy. Selection unselected. Say. Selection. S. U. Chapter 13 unfinished business. Tags. Tab forward. Grid view. Chain. Endless. Search. Show less option. Endless Isake. Spell tang. Where. Show. Snoops. I can say. Body. Page 1 of 10. Edit text. Now in. Untitled 25. Window. Document. Layout area. 6 words. Pop up document. Vertical splitter. Now in. Untitled 14. Window. Body. Edit text. If so, how many locations do you now in? Untitled new line. Tab. New 20. Beginning of new tab. Now in. Untitled 28 pages. Window. Document. Layout. Verticals. Document. In page 2. Page 3. Page 3. In page body. Page 3 of 3. At new line. Mariah nodded as the others did the same. I disappeared. Body. Body. In edit breathing. End of tab. The density of the air being shifted around them would have been enough to make Mariah stop breathing. G. Breathing. She. Hadn't. 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 T. Right. D. A. Space. She. D. N. T. Hadn't. D. Was. End of text. Space. C. I. E. Decided. Sus. D. E. D. I. S. Space. Already. C. E. D. Ceased. T-O-2. Space. 2. The density of the air being shifted around them would have been enough to make Mariah stop breathing, if she hadn't already ceased to. Period. 2. Period. New line. Tab. B-Y-E-O-N-D. Beyond. T-A-E-N. Them. W-A-S. Was. A-E-R. Her. A-O-M-E. Home. Comments. A-as. If. It. A-D. Had. B E E bin E D smashed T O G E E R together A with A F R E G F foreign D land I T R what literally space literally period space A as if T the space the D land O E R her A O M E home E D raise O into E what's D N E D smashed into P E T L what completely D different I A C space civilization continuity camera call on Tijani's iPhone incoming call from +1812 781 character palette pages untitled 28 pages window body page 3 of 3 edit text insertion.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. You too. Just doing the thing now. Can't wonder where I'm going. This kind of stuff to remind me of, like, what's that one though? Not Big Little Sister. Oh my God, not them. Almost like a Weezery. Out in Cali, we just love it over here. Out in Cali, you know, like a Weezy. It's like a Weezer kind of sound, you know.
As if the land of her home was raised into the sky and smashed into a completely different civilization. End of tag. Body. In edit. Left PE. Page 3. Everyone remember the plan. Space. End of text. Literally. As if the land of her home was raised into the sky and smashed into a completely different civilization. End of text. Space. Space. Civilization. Space. Civilization, comma. Space. As. T. The. P-A-R-R. A-L. Space. Parallel. D. Land. T. O. 2. W. Was. E. X. C. T. R. A. T. D. Space. Extracted. O. From. T. It's. R. O. T. Roots. A. B. D. An. E. T. Send. O. On. A. D. E. V. Dev. E. S. T. T. O. Misspelled. Devastational. A. Misspelled. N. O. I. T. G. Misspelled. G. N. I. T. A. T. E. V. E. D. D. E. V. A. Deva. S. T. G. Devastating. collision RS space cars RC space collision COURE course space as if the land of her home was raised into the sky and smashed into a completely different civilization, as the parallel land too was extracted from its roots and sent on a devastating collision course. Course period space the RESUT result the end space end comma and somehow broken landscape left behind ruin 2 memorialize both lands space period new line tab T still at this was not was cause her T2 stop G breathing period space it misspelled was the hordes upon hordes roaming beasts space beasts period space endless C monsters every direction around her even inhabiting the and space and potentially the and space beyond period beyond limits beyond new line tab left double quotation mark WAERE where space where line separator space said Mariah comma only space comma get out single WRD word before the new momentum her life WRAPPED wrapped it's GRP grip ROUND around her N C neck and throttle space her period space her shaken as she was yanked to her feet be by TEMPER temper period temper even as declined free RN arsons extended double shadow period new line tab left double quote now isn't the TM time comma study we 2 at R survived at this space this comps an P O Pro J U S just A D E made T the T H O N situation T that you say much O R E words A D said T M P R temper space temper period period temper in A yelp space yelps Y R Y G trying T O 2 B B A R D heard O B R over T the space the F U N D sound O T the H battling A L H D E wildlife space wildlife R-O-U-N-D around A them space them period new tab A she fell A as if A limitless UMBR number CGE cages within the COO zoo D pad B bin O P D space open T add CE1 space 1 leaving the S space 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 the animals T02 REBCE rebalance T there REED freedom DN T the age IARCHY hierarchy what's end of text space hierarchy She felt as if a limitless number of cages within the zoo had been opened all at once, leaving the animals to rebalance their freedom in the hierarchy of space chain space simultaneously period.
I'll be right back, guys. Let me finish this. Echo, what time is it?
The time is 5:05 p.m.
I probably got another hour of writing in me, guys. Then I'm gonna shut it down. Tomorrow there might be 2 sessions. We'll see. I'm not sure.
Increase system volume.
Oh, okay. So I just kind of dove back into Arson. So let me give a recap off and shut my coffee. We are on volume 4.5, which is going to be the 11th or 12th release in the series. Sorry, that almost started like Pump Up Kick. No. Yeah, no. Should be the 11th or 12th. No. 10th or 11th in the series, but 11th or 12th for me to release online as a whole. And people say you don't really start, making traction with this whole like writing online thing until you get like quite a decent amount of books out there. And I'm starting to agree. Especially just in today's day and age. Like, I'm making this entire stream because I just don't want people to sit there and think that I typed in ChatGPT prompts and that's how I'm getting my books done. I mean, more power to you if you're capable of that kind of stuff, but I'm more into it as an art form rather than a tool for money. Like, if I make money from it and like later in life my family is living on the back of like something as iconic as Superman, like, of course, yeah, I want that to be a real thing. But for me personally, getting to actually even just stream again is kind of cool. Like, I was a streamer before I went blind, and I thought like, oh, that's not something I'll ever do again. And now I'm playing music and writing books on a live stream. So the world is full of surprises. Yeah, so volume 4.5, actually, I don't want to give too much. Because I am on chapter, I want to say 11 or 12.
Body, page 1 of 3, edit text, insertion at beginning of text, volume 4.5, episode 11, the
11.
second new line.
Okay.
Actions of page 2, new tab. Body, page 2 of 3, body, page 2 of 3, simultaneously, end of text,
Okay, so-
period.
Yeah. I think my mom is about to proofread 10 and put it up. So I actually, over the next few days, should probably be prioritizing this series because of all of the attention that it gets on Railroad. We're headed towards 400,000 views. I want to get to 500,000, hopefully before the end of the year, if I can really put in some hard work here. I mean, that's a lot of views rather quickly, but with how much of a catalog we already have and how much I have planned for the end of volume 4.5, all of volume 5.5, all of volume 6.5, 7 and 7.5 are already done. Those are the ones that I have to do before I return to the overall arching storyline of 8. So all of these in-between ones, I'm having a lot of fun, like weaving in some more of the overarching themes and the things that we don't get to see a lot of use for. But yeah, no. This is giving us a chance to integrate more of the side characters' stories, like all of the Gestalt forms, Bloom, Reaper, Thinker, Temper, Glory. We have some we have our first new Gestalt form being like a primary Gestalt form being released, and I want to say 5.5, and then to be reintroduced in 8, which is going to be really cool. Because a lot of our series has a lot to do with like the corruption of memory and like the characters doing things and then not being able to actually remember anything, like even knowing what they're truly capable of, just a lot of different stuff.
PM. Two notifications. Gmail. Now. INV Claim Pay. In the Claim Payment System. Gmail. Now. INV Claim Pay. In the Claim Payment System. Discord. 12 minutes ago. _ Springfield. Hashtag person running. Notification center. Heading. Clear. Notification center. Button. Messages. 23 minutes ago. Angie Henry. I counted the money twice tonight. I don't understand how Melissa comes up with the starting cash. I never match. Button. Swipe up. Discord. Group. 40 minutes ago. _ Springfield. Hashtag person running. Sprint 16 to 30. Council of the Messages. Group. 47 minutes ago. E. 317-278-9400. Here's the number to admissions and student services. Just ask for someone in the parent school that deals with videography. They should be able to direct you to the right person. Button. Activate to expand. Swipe up or down to select a custom action. Then double tap to
Okay. Sorry. I'm looking for some information to talk to some people at IUPUI because I want to shoot a couple commercials with the assistance of some friends and maybe some videographers there. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not gonna lie to you, some of the instrumentals that I've
Increase
been hearing,
system volume.
on this current playlist, one, kind of nice, kind of like them. Two, I feel like I've actually heard the people that come in like buy these songs off YouTube and then make them into stuff, which is highly unlikely normally, but I came across it for the first time maybe a couple of years ago. I fell in love with a beat online and I was making a song to it and then literally was listening to just random new singles being put out on Apple Music, and lo and behold there was the beat. It was crazy. So it's fully possible. But yeah, no, let me dive back in. You know what?
She felt as if a limitless number of cages within the zoo had been end of text. Period. New line tab. Her. At first, intention, what, to, ask, question, space, questions, what, normal, and, to, expected, however, n, sensations, broad, on, by, her, training, and, CONS T N misspelled T S N T constant space ON on comma space T wasn't allowing for her normal tendencies to break through period. New line tab instead began to space 2 scan 4 df defensive structures space struts not even because training expected that her comma speed because that even if her allies were currently capable of fighting within chaos N. E-D. Untamed. N. F-E-R-O-S-I. Yeah, ferocious. Not even because her training expected that of her, but because she knew that even if her allies were currently capable of fighting within the chaos of an untamed and ferocious space, ferocious animal kingdom was not space, not period. Space F-U-R-A-E-R furthermore space furthermore these animals seem to B-B-U-T-U-L-L space unnatural period continuity camera call on Tijani's iPhone incoming call from +1 812 893.
Hello? Okay. No, you said it's you. You walk in. Really? Okay. It's not enough. No. Don't do it. Yeah. 5 hours. 5 hours. No way. That's wild.
Page 3. Furthermore, these animals seem to be unnatural.
So, what is he just frustrated because he didn't know what he was
Period.
doing in that situation?
Unnatural. Space.
Oh, okay.
Period. Unnatural. Space. Decrease system pay heed. Space period. Mariah never been around animals. A with COES cores or the BIT ability to refine, or, ingest, mana, space, mana, comma, or, magical, energies, period.
Wow. Patty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Fire. Yeah, that sounds amazing, man. Yeah. So what you about to get into? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to finish up this stream. Because, man, just because I'm streaming don't mean I shut my life down. Oh, no, I don't got you on speaker. Yeah. I would have let you know. Echo, what time is it?
It's 5:28 p.m.
Yeah, I only got a half an hour left on my stream anyway. I got you. Hit my line. Sorry, love. Ugh. Sorry about that. Friend calling me about his crazy work day. And normally I wouldn't, pause the stream, but when your friends sound frantic and stuff,
Google Chrome.
you wanna be there for 'em.
Free. Indie pop plus alternative type beat. I still care. YouTube. Audio playing Google Chrome. Tigeny. Window. You are currently on a groove. Pages. But Mariah had never been around animals with cores or the ability to refine or ingest mana, or magical energies. Actions available. Format text period. Energies period. New line pay tab. Tab body pay new line period. Energy. Instead she began to scan for defensible period. Energy new pay tab. Many. Now. Alarming space. Alarming period space. Giraffes. Fod. Using. Telekinesis space. Telekinesis, comma. Purple. Waves. Energy space. Energy. Space energy space energy knock it there space opponents back space back comma topple space comma Bas O B B L B B P P G topple S T U C T R E S structures D E V E even purple waves of energy knocking their opponents back, toppling structures and even space even ripping space aerial space sky space sky period Scotch 2 B smashed below space below here new tab lions SEEDC to be able to fight with CRESED increase PED speed and FEROT what ferocity space ferocity DE2 2 the flames that BR burst from there F they are ran and melted are there PE what pray with what fiery roars space roars period space and no animal from small to large was normal space normal to degree that Mariah began to what worry that even the insect, life, small, as, what, and, what normally, double, was, probably, far, larger, that, use, more, what, deadly, new tab. As, group. Groot, what they, headed, direction, space, series, space, topple, space, space, leaning. K U S U K S K Y S C R P R skyscrapers that A D had nearly fallen in I ring space ring around C centralized area of space of the crushed what city themselves in. As a group, they headed in the direction of a series of leaning skyscrapers that had nearly all fallen in a ring around a centralized area of the crushed city they found themselves in. Period. In. Period. Space. Mariah. Assume what they were safe, comma, speed, spot this proved 2 B space B A J O S what ghostly desire that her mind she clung to with no hopes space hopes Mariah assumed they were safe, but this proved to be a ghostly desire that her mind clung to with no hopes of achieving. G achieving new tab heard earthen elephants was the charge space charge cost moving in BUL W bulwark a herd of earthen elephants was on the charge, moving in a bulwark of space formidable stone and space and mass multiply momentum. A herd of earthen elephants was on the charge, moving in a bulwark of formidable stone and mass multiplied by momentum. Momentum, period. Space, ground. Grounds, grounds. Vibration. Was. Not like that. Earthquake. earthquake, comma, speed u, t, but, t, t, instead, e, like, was, e, x, p, r, c, d, experience, experience, when, landing, n, span, at, n, I, n, o, p, u, e, inopportune, moment, when, u, p, jumping, on, tr, p, o, e, trampoline, a, with, at, friends, spade, friends, u, caught, o, u, p, up, p, sim, e, x, c, t, excitement, o, u, p, jumping, r, space, normal, space, normal. A herd of earth and elephants was on the charge, moving in a bulwark of formidable stone and mass multiplied by momentum. The ground's vibration was not like that of an earthquake, but instead like what was experienced when landing at an inopportune moment when jumping on a trampoline with friends caught up in the simple excitement of jumping higher than normal. Header, in at north hot jumping, page 4, page u, p, u, j, a. Actions of it leaping, it's the friend with, when, mo, in, x, what, light, instead, but. Page 4, but, page earthquake, page 4, comma. Period. But, instead. Page 4, instead, tub, space. Period. I. Earthen. That light not what vibrate ground the mo by pay mo the vibrate was not like that an earthquake. Period. H-E-P-E-C-T-D expected O-T-E-P-E-C experience N-T moment period. Instead space in new line tab. Page 4, like what was experienced when landing at an inopportune moment when jumping on a trampoline with friends caught up in the simple Page 4, like what was experienced when landing at page 4, like what new line earthquake as she expected to experience in that moment, instead. Page 4, earthquake, page at she to that instead, page 4, instead. Space, new line tab. Instead, new line tab. New line D instead page 4 instead like what was experienced when landing at an like page 4 like s was page 4 instead it was like what was experienced when like what was experience page what page was experience page was what like page 4 like page 4 instead it was like what was experienced when landing at an inopportune moment when jumping on a trampoline with friends caught up in the simple excitement of leaping higher than normal. Page 4. Instead it was like, what was experienced when landing at an inopportune moment when jumping on it when at an inop moment. When. Instead it was like, what was experienced when landing at an inopportune moment, while jumping on a trampoline with friends caught up in the simple excitement of leaping higher than normal. While. Page 4. Instead it was like, what was was experienced when. Page 4. When. By. Less. Page. When, what, physically, incline. U-G-S-T-E-R-S, misspelled, youngsters, space, when, landing. At an inopportune moment while jumping on a trampoline with. Which are there, more. M-U-S-C, U. U misspelled, U-L. What misspelled, U-L-C-S-U-M, space, more. M-U-S-U-R, what misspelled, musk, space, R-L-A. R misspelled, U-L-C-S-U-M, space, more. M-U-S-C-U-R, muscular, what muscularly. T dominant space friends caught up. Paid caught. Page 4 caught. Paid friends. Page 4 friends. Friends space WAEN when TAE what they WE were caught. Page 4 caught space. Instead it was like what was experienced by less physically inclined youngsters when landing at an inopportune moment while jumping on a trampoline with their more muscularly dominant friends. Instead new line instead what like comma what let physically inclined youngsters when landing when youngs page 4 comma when happen in up moment while moment in up page moment comma moment semicolon. Instead it was like what was experienced by less physically inclined youngsters when landing at an inopportune moment while jumping on a trampoline with their more muscularly dominant friends when they were caught up in the simple excitement of while jumping. What moment in up at land when young inclined young when land happen in up moment while jumping on a tramp with their more muscular dominant friend. Instead it was like what was experienced by less physically inclined youngsters when landing at an inopportune moment while jumping on a trampoline with their more muscularly dominant friends went for jumping while paid jumping page 4 also jump on a with their dominant friends when they were paid they when friends page 4 friends comma friends when they were page 4 EHW space misspelled comma misspelled who space W double O who were caught page 4 caught additional. Instead it was like what was experienced by less physically inclined youngsters when landing at an inopportune moment while also jumping on a trampoline with their more muscularly dominant friends who were additionally caught up in the simple excitement of leaping higher than normal period normal period space absolutely dreadful space dreadful period new tab sheets could be barely what stay upright space up space wondering those around her to run straight lines space lines comma fell like with each raised foot the ground rose to me her fee comma only to drop away instance space instance period new line tab so this is pow die thought Mariah page 4 so this is how I die thought Mariah space Mariah space Mariah comma staring into the eyes the head the elephant deterred as I T it's A R G E large G R E E green E Y E eyes B O E or into A R her space her as if C A R N I V O R O U S space and wanting space wanting period
Echo, what time is it?
It's 5:48 p.m.
Uh, hmm. Music still going?
Increase system volume.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm probably gonna start advertising the channel as well. Sorry, taking a moment to think there because I want to see mentally take a moment to see how I want to paint this next scene. It needs to almost be a stunning burst of action, but slowly rolled into the beginning of our training montage for this arc of the, not this arc, but this portion of this act in the story. So yeah, so just taking a moment to think. But yeah, no, I'm gonna start to advertise the stream, just so that, you know, there's more interaction throughout the entire process. I would like people to be able to come in and feel safe to chat and grow this community. Even with what I've done so far, this is exciting, just because I didn't think that I was going to be able to figure out much of this myself. So, yeah. But we already know how our more powerful characters can face the situation that I'm building currently. But how we get our new character, this is kind of like the moment where she begins to come into herself. So the overarching characters in the story, you know, just they gain influence and inspiration from the more powerful characters in the series. So I'm wondering if that should just be yet what she draws on here, and she's because we've had characters who do things like our main character so far. We have a pair of twins that remain nameless, which my editor finds hilarious because we were like 8 books in at the point in time where she last interacted with them, and they still have yet to be named. But that's like a really big part of the story later on. So mark my words, when we get to that, that will hit different. Yeah. So I'm wondering if she needs to just draw from the main character, draw from the side character that has interacted with her most, or if it, as everything else in the series has been so far, should actually just be a focus on like a perfect twisting and blending of this new character, the elements that make them them, and what they've been inspired by. So she just wanted to serve food. She's only now becoming interested in martial kind of combat and things like that. I mean, she was kind of interested in a slight period of time before where we are right now, but it wasn't significant enough for it to be like, oh, she, you know, is some savant. But at the same time, she is incredibly unique and powerful in that uniqueness. She is one of the previous Dragon Phoenixes that didn't know she was a Dragon Phoenix and ended up dying before her power could be utilized in a way that made significant change across all of the realities. Whereas so what was supposed to happen to her, she was supposed to be sacrificed. But now the main character and another character have invaded her life, and she is not going to be sacrificed, or it will be sacrificed, or we haven't really decided yet as the writer, aka me. So we want to make you guys love her, and then threaten you with either killing her or killing her. So should be interesting. But what haven't I done with the kid? Oh, I have an idea. That could work. That could work. That hit different. That's what that reminds me of, sorry. Yeah, so tomorrow's stream is most likely going to be us picking up right where we left off here. I'm going to, unwind after a long Monday. I'm going to digest a little bit of what I want to do, formulate more of a plan, brainstorm, come back, we're going to hit this hard tomorrow morning. I think we got this, guys. I think we got this. Oh, yeah, also, if anybody knows how to get an overlay made, I want something truly unique to my channel. Let me know. DM me. PM me. I don't have an AIM anymore, but AM me. Don't AM me in the PM because I might not pick up. I used to know a guy named AM, but he only woke up in the PM. Ooh. Hot fire. No. Yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow morning. I hope you guys had fun. I hope that we even had people in here checking us out today, writing, having a good time. Feel free to comment. Feel free to share. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully on time at 11:30. This was a little bit much of a ordeal, but I'm starting to understand more and more of what needs to be done when I want to go live. So I think we got it. All right, guys. I appreciate you. With love.
Google Chrome. Chrome. Free. Indie pop type beat blush. YouTube Google Chrome. Tigeny. Window.
Yeah.
Pages.
No, I appreciate
Messages.
everybody coming.
OBS. Subtitles
Yeah.
add
Shut it down.
configurable. Remove transit. Add stop recording button.
With love.
You are currently on a button. To
Be
click
good to
this button,
yourselves, my
press
fellow
Control
cultivators.
Option Space.
Welcome to the family if you're new. Yeah. See you tomorrow.
300.